Welcome, my friend, to Next Level Change Success. I'm Therese Perez, a change strategist and practitioner with over 20 years of experience designing and delivering impactful change programs across various industries. In this podcast, I share real-world practical strategies to help you create and deliver positive change experiences, whether you're a leader, practitioner, or someone looking to bring new ways of working to life. In today's fast-paced world, change is constant. Here we focus on how you can put people at the centre of your change strategy, because people with a sense of purpose are the most important link in driving performance. So if you're ready to create meaningful change and achieve all the success that comes with it, keep listening. Together, let's change the conversation and take it to the next level. Hi, welcome to another episode of Next Level Change Success. My name is Therese Perez and I'm the founder of myvirtualchangemanager.com. I'd like to acknowledge that I am recording on Tharawal country and pay my respects to the traditional owners and custodians on the land on which I am recording, and to elders both past, present and emerging. So today we're talking about where do you get started. If you've started to be placed on projects as a subject matter expert, or if you've on the fence about heading into the change sphere because you're a business analyst, but you do have that passion for people. You've probably worked with change managers and you're thinking I might want to broaden into that. You might be a HR specialist thinking about broadening your skill set and getting another tool in your toolkit because you've worked on projects from a HR perspective and you're thinking, yeah, it'd be good to be able to understand the change aspect and what is required. So there's a couple of areas that I would say people come a bit unstuck, and I want to share those with you, but also give you some guidance as to where you can get started. So the first thing I will say, and I record at least one episode about this every year, because it's still a frequently asked question. People are looking for accreditations to do. And what I found with a lot of the accreditations, some which I have, is that you're taken through a process, you're given the tools, you can understand how you apply the tools, and yet you go back to your workplace and you struggle with applying it because it may not be a process that the organisation is familiar with, and you get stuck in a bit of this loop of, I feel like I'm not being heard when I'm working on the change. So what I would recommend to you is that if you're looking to venture into change, and at the moment markets are tight across the board, experience is required because markets are tight, people are probably less willing to give people a go if you're looking to go into a pure change role and you haven't actually done it before. However, within your existing organisation and within your existing role, what I would look for is opportunities to apply a process. And when I talk about applying a process, I'm saying do not do it by the book, because life doesn't exist that way. Organisations don't work that way, and all it does is create tension. So certainly at my Virtual Change Manager, one of the reasons why I created the Changing Projects course was to give people a practical guide. So yes, tools and templates are discussed. We discuss the process. But what we discuss is how you can apply different tools and templates in different situations, understanding that it's like a tool belt. You have a hammer, you have a saw, you might have a chisel, and you want to use different tools at different times because of the situation. And it's not about the tool itself, it's about the communication of what you're finding. It's about proving and forming up some tangible activities that can assist the change within your project. And it's not about preaching to others about change and what you should be doing. It's about the art of influence and being able to create suggestions, put in the work, and therefore get the experience for yourself to start to get those runs on the board. So that if you were looking to step into the change discipline in its pure form, that you build up some credibility in that. You would then have the skills and expertise and then build the confidence that you need to be able to head into an interview situation and clearly articulate the process that you applied, how you applied it, to build the confidence to be able to step into that pure role if that's what you want. I think the Changing Projects course and just understanding how to navigate a project environment well as a change practitioner is critical, and as more and more people just see change as an accreditation, it devalues the skill set and the core skills you need to be able to lead change well, manage it well, and deliver it well. So let's go through some of the different things I've talked about. Get some skill set, apply that to your current role, be able to build up your CV, which can help you with building relationships and being known as someone who handled change well. It also helps you have the language to be able to work with project managers, because sometimes that can be quite difficult. And I'm sure if you're a project manager listening to this, you're probably in the same world as I am at times. It's like we need to have a meeting of the minds and an understanding and a shared understanding about the project environment. Because I have a lot of experience in projects as well as change, it makes it easy for me to flex in a project environment based on what a PM would expect, want, and what stakeholders need, and be able to navigate that shared understanding and not feel like I'm a wedge in the middle or that I'm misunderstood in what I'm focusing on, which can be a bit of a story that some people come up with, versus being able to deliver value to the business, which is what you want to do as a changey. So learn the process, apply it, understand the level of flexibility you need with it, build up street cred. Sure, you can go do then a further accreditation or do like an extensive accreditation. That may or may not be required, especially if you're building up relationships with people where you've delivered change. And then also be able to link in to a change community, change network. There are various membership organisations out there, and be able to get continual coaching from a change perspective. And if you have a PMO or a change practice already within your organisation, reach out, link in, see if they have a community of practice session that you can attend, just to build the relationships to help you to navigate. Put it on your development plan if that is something that happens within your organisation, where they talk about your development and career and where you would like to head. Definitely put that on there, and hopefully that will help you create the space to learn and understand more. Yes, there's a lot of online content, so you can listen to podcasts. Obviously, you're listening to this one. You can also go to YouTube. I read a lot, so read a lot of books, predominantly about business and about complementary skill sets, very much in the CX space, that's customer experience space. I read books about focus, about neuroscience. I'm a continual learner, but I also like to find the nugget and apply it, see how it goes. Does it work for me? Does it not work for me? And then continue on. And I think if you're looking to broaden your skill set, you could be a learner as well, someone who enjoys growing as a person and reflecting. So I encourage you to continue to do that for the rest of your life, because it's the curiosity aspect from a change perspective that will help you be successful as well. Only if you're curious in a non-challenging way. So that is asking genuine questions, reflecting back to people the value that you can provide once you've asked the question. So whether that's helping them with risk management, whether it's providing process maps, for example, of a process that's impacted by the change, which may never have been documented. There's so much value that you can provide as a change person where it's a win-win. You get to document it so that you can understand the impacts. The person gets a document that they can then leverage and share and have beyond your tenure within that role or on that project, and can continue to work with that model. And that is one of the things that I think I find the most gratifying. And I still have people text me, and I had someone text me this morning just mentioning about how grateful they are that they worked with the change practice and that they got exposure to change because it's helped them through their process and change that's currently happening in their organisation. And those type of texts really light me up, because it's why I do what I do, and that's why I am who I am, because it's about leaving a legacy. And I've had that often in a lot of organisations or teams that I've worked with, and that brings me a lot of joy. You will find the same experience as you upskill, implement, and be fearless about the value that you can bring to others, because you understand that what you do in the change space can really support a business really well, and stakeholders who just are struggling because they can't see a different way of doing things. So it's good in the project sphere to be able to add and provide a legacy like that. It's the beauty and the benefit of working in change. I hope I've given you some ideas around how you can eke into, if you're not already within the change ecosystem, within the change community, and come into it. What I would caution is, do not get caught up in changes talking to changes. Change practices are really good, but the difference is made when working with the business. It's about the relationships you build with the non-change areas. So definitely working in with business areas, operational areas, understanding the front line, and especially in the project environment. The more you do that, the more value you can add through improving your own skill set and improving your own self-awareness. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, and if you are a perpetual learner and you are insatiably curious and wanting to develop your skills in this area, then come to myvirtualchangemanager.com, sign up for our priority list. We have live training coming up. So if you want to be the first to know, because there are limited spaces, then sign up so that you can receive the communication first and get first opportunity to join us in our next training. And just remember that change matters, because you, your people, your purpose, it all matters. Have a great day.